Last month, I walked into Dollar Tree with a $20 bill. Walked out with enough survival gear to outlast people who spend thousands. No exaggeration, no hype. $20, 12 items. Each one worth more than gold when systems fail. And here's the thing that keeps me up at night. Every serious prepper I know walks right past this store. They're at Cabela's spending $300 on a knife. They're at Ray dropping $500 on a backpack. They're online ordering tactical gear with overnight shipping. Meanwhile, I'm filling a basket at Dollar Tree, looking like a crazy person. Grabbing things that cost $1 each, the cashier doesn't know she's ringing up a survival kit. The people in line don't know I'm preparing for collapse. Nobody knows except the small group of preppers who've figured out the secret. Dollar Tree is the most underrated prep store in America. Not because everything there is useful, 90% is garbage. Cheap plastic junk that breaks immediately, but that 10%? That 10% is survival gold hiding in plain sight, items that cost $1 today. Items that become priceless when supply chains snap. I don't tell other preppers about these items. I don't post them online, I don't share them in forums. Until now, 12 items. All from Dollar Tree, all worth hiding. Let's get into it. Number 1. Super glue. Dollar Tree sells super glue for $1. Sometimes 2 packs, medical grade wound closure for pocket change. Most people don't know this. Super glue was literally invented for combat wounds. Vietnam medics used it to seal cuts in the field when sutures weren't available. Soldiers are alive today because of super glue. And you can buy it next to the candy aisle. Skin closure is the obvious use. Clean wound, pinch edges together, apply thin layer. Holds better than butterfly bandages. Waterproof immediately, stays sealed for days. But super glue does more than medicine. Gear repair, backpack seam splitting, super glue, boot sole separating. Super glue, knife handle cracking, super glue. In a world without replacements, repair is survival. Super glue repairs almost anything, till modification. Wrap cord around a handle, seal with super glue. Permanent grip that won't unravel, fire starting. Super glue on cotton ball ignites with spark, burns hot and sustained. Emergency fire method, waterproofing, seal seams on tarps, tents, bags, creates waterproof barrier on fabric. $1 fits in your pocket, stores for years unopened. After collapse, people will trade food for super glue, medicine for super glue. Because wounds don't stop happening when hospitals close, I buy 10 tubes every Dollar Tree trip. Nobody notices, nobody cares, they will later. Number 2. Reading glasses, $1. Prescription-free magnification. The prep that saves your life twice. First use is obvious. 75% of adults need vision correction. When your only pair breaks, when your prescription runs out, when optometrists don't exist anymore, reading glasses keep you functional. Can't read medicine bottles without them. Can't read maps, can't identify threats at distance. Can't do fine work like wound care or repairs. Vision is survival. $1 protects it. But here's the secret use, fire starting. Reading glasses are magnifying lenses. Magnifying lenses focus sunlight. Focused sunlight creates temperatures over 450 degrees, hot enough to ignite tinder instantly. Remove the lens from cheap frames, hold a proper distance from tinder. Adjust until light concentrates to smallest point. Wait 30 seconds, fire, from sunlight, using a dollar store item. I've started fires this way dozens of times. Cloudy day. Won't work. But clear sky and reading glasses, guaranteed flame. No matches needed, no lighter needed, no ferro rod needed. Just sun and a lens that cost $1, by multiple magnifications. Stronger magnification, tighter focus, faster ignition. I keep plus 3.0 strength specifically for fire starting. Also works for detail work, splinter removal, wound inspection. Reading tiny text, $1, vision protection plus fire starting plus magnification. This is why I clear the rack every visit. Number 3. Cotton balls. A bag of cotton balls costs $1 at Dollar Tree. 100 count. Maybe more. Most people see makeup removal. Preppers see 100 fire starters. Cotton ignites instantly. Touch flame to cotton ball. It catches immediately. Touch spark to cotton ball. It catches immediately. Ferro rod, fire steel, even primitive friction methods. Cotton accepts ignition when nothing else will. But raw cotton burns fast. 3 seconds and it's gone. Not enough time to build fire. Here's the upgrade: petroleum jelly. Coat cotton balls in petroleum jelly. Work it in thoroughly. Now you have fire starters that burn 5 to 8 minutes each. Hot enough to dry wet kindling. Long enough to build proper fire structure. 1 bag of cotton balls plus 1 jar of petroleum jelly equals 100 fire starters. Total cost, $2. Total capability, fire guaranteed in any conditions. I make these in batches. Stuff them into old pill bottles, waterproof, crush-proof, ready to deploy. Other uses exist: wound packing for bleeding control. Cotton stuffed into wounds applies pressure from inside. Not ideal. Better than bleeding out. Filtration. Cotton pre-filters water. Catches sediment before main filter. Insulation. Stuffed into gaps. Cotton blocks drafts. But fire starting is the killer app. $2 for 100 guaranteed fires. I've never seen another prepper grab these. Their loss, my gain. Number 4. Petroleum jelly. We mentioned it for fire starting. But petroleum jelly deserves its own spot. This dollar item does more than almost anything in my kit: skin protection. When water is rationed, when soap runs out, when hygiene becomes impossible, skin cracks. Cracks become infections, infections become emergencies. Petroleum jelly seals skin, prevents cracking, blocks moisture loss. Chapped lips in winter, cracked heels from walking. Raw spots from friction. Petroleum jelly handles all of it. Lubricant, zipper stuck? Petroleum jelly, hinges squeaking? Petroleum jelly, tools sticking? Petroleum jelly. In a world without WD-40, this becomes your go-to lubricant. Rust prevention. Thin layer on metal tools prevents oxidation. Protects blades, firearms, anything metal. Fire resistance. Beyond cotton balls, petroleum jelly extends burn time of any tinder. Smear on paper, cardboard, bark. Burns longer and hotter. Blister prevention. Apply to hot spots before blisters form. Reduces friction. Prevents the injury rather than treating it. Leather conditioning. Keeps leather supple. Extends life of boots, belts, holsters. Diaper rash treatment. If you have infants, this matters. Barrier cream that actually works. $1. Jar lasts months. Shelf life essentially forever. This is the ultimate multi-use item. Medicine, maintenance, fire, protection, all in one jar. I have 20 jars stockpiled. Not enough. Never enough. Number 5. Dental floss. $1 for 100 yards of the strongest cordage per diameter that exists. Dental floss is designed to resist breaking under tension. Designed to slide without fraying. Designed to last. These properties make it survival cordage. Fishing line. Dental floss catches fish. Tied to hook. Add weight. Add bait. Functional fishing setup for $1. The monofilament fishing line at Walmart costs $8 for similar length. Snare building. Small game snares need strong, thin cord. Dental floss works. Squirrels, rabbits, anything small. Passive protein collection, sewing, heavy-duty thread for repairs. Clothing seams, gear repairs, shelter construction. Dental floss sews through heavy fabric that regular thread can't handle. Shelter building, lash poles together, tie tarps to trees. Any cordage application where thin diameter is acceptable. Emergency sutures. Not ideal, possible. Dental floss closes wounds when nothing else is available. Wax floss slides through skin easier. Food hanging, bear bags. Protecting food from animals. Thin cord over branch. Hoist food up. Garrote, self-defense application. Uncomfortable topic, real application. $1, 100 yards, fits in pocket. compared to paracord at $8 for 50 feet. Dental floss costs less, provides more length, handles applications paracord is too thick for. I buy every container they stock. People think I'm obsessed with oral hygiene. I'm obsessed with cordage that costs nothing. Number 6. Solar garden lights. This is the one that blows people's minds. Dollar Tree sells solar garden lights. The cheap ones people stick in their lawns, $1 each. Inside each light, solar panel, rechargeable battery, LED, a complete renewable lighting system for $1. During the day, leave them outside, sun charges the battery. At night, bring them in, free light, no fuel, no replacement batteries, no ongoing cost. Just sunlight converted to illumination, forever, for $1. The light isn't bright, nobody's claiming it replaces a flashlight. But it's enough to navigate a dark room, enough to find supplies. Enough to provide comfort when everything else is black. One light in each room, 5 lights total, $5. Your entire home has renewable lighting, but it gets better, hack them. Remove the LED unit from the stake, now you have portable light. Charge outside, carry inside, remove just the battery. You have a free rechargeable battery, AA size typically, use in other devices. Connect multiple LEDs to one solar panel, brighter light, same free charging. During Puerto Rico's blackout, people paid $50 for solar lanterns. Dollar Tree sells the components for $1 each. I have 30 of these, every room, every kit, every cache. Free light forever, for $1. Number 7. Zip ties, $1 for a bag of 25 to 50 zip ties. The universal fastener for grid-down scenarios. Zip ties replace screws, nails, rope, tape, and clamps. They hold tight, they don't loosen, they work on anything. Shelter construction, lash poles together. Secure tarps to frames, build furniture from branches. Zip ties create structure without tools, gear repair, backpack straps breaking. Zip tie, handle falling off. Zip tie, anything that needs fastening. Zip tie, security, zip tie doors shut. Zip tie gates closed, not permanent, delays entry. Buys time, restraints, uncomfortable topic. Reality of collapse includes security concerns. Zip ties restrain people when necessary, medical, secure splints to limbs. Hold bandages in place, improvised tourniquet tightener, automotive, temporary repairs. Hold parts in place until proper fix possible, organization, bundle cables, group supplies. Label containers with zip ties and tape, tool handles. Wrap zip ties around handles for better grip. Cut off excess. The beauty of zip ties is their permanence. Once tightened, they stay. No loosening, no adjustment needed. Fasten and forget. $1 for a bag that handles 50 different fastening needs. Weight is nothing, space is nothing. Value is everything. I have hundreds stockpiled. Probably still not enough for what's coming. Number 8. Bungee cords, another fastening solution. Different properties than zip ties. Zip ties are permanent, bungee cords are adjustable, both matter. Dollar Tree sells bungee cords in small packs, not the highest quality. Functional enough for survival purposes, shelter building. Bungee cords hold tarps tight with tension. Wind blows, tarp flexes, bungee stretches, nothing tears. Superior to rigid fastening in windy conditions. Gear securing, strap items to backpacks, vehicles, carts. Adjustable tension means nothing shifts during movement. Trap construction, bungee cords store energy. Release creates snap. Primitive traps use this principle. Perimeter security, stretch across pathways. Attach noisemakers. Intruders trip cord, alarm sounds, door security. Bungee cord from door handle to fixed point. Door opens partially. Resistance increases. Buys time, makes noise, slingshot construction. Quality bungee material has snap, not as good as surgical tubing. Functional for small game, tourniquet in absolute emergency. Bungee cord applies pressure to limbs. Not ideal, works. The adjustability matters most. Need something tight, stretch more. Need something loose, stretch less. Same cord, infinite configurations. Zip ties you cut and throw away. Bungee cords you reuse forever. Both should be in your kit. Both available at Dollar Tree. Both cost $1. My prep closet has a section just for fasteners. People overlook this category entirely. Those people will struggle to build anything. Number 9. Pill organizers. $1 for a weekly pill organizer. 7 compartments, tiny, lightweight, seemingly useless for survival. Actually one of the most valuable organization tools available. Seed storage. Each compartment holds different seeds. Labeled, separated, protected, entire garden in your pocket. Spice storage. Salt in one compartment, pepper in another. Garlic powder, cumin, chili flakes, cooking variety in ounces of weight. Medicine organization, obviously, but specifically, grab Bungee medicine. 1 compartment for painkillers. 1 for antihistamines, 1 for antidiarrheal. Bug out medicine kit in a tiny container. Fire kit, 1 compartment for matches, 1 for char cloth. 1 for petroleum jelly cotton balls, 1 for tinder. Complete fire starting organized in your pocket. Fishing kit, hooks in 1 compartment. Weights in another, swivels, small lures, pocket tackle box, small parts storage. Needles, buttons, safety pins, small screws. The tiny items that get lost are contained. Trade portions, need to trade small quantities? Pill organizer creates perfect portions. A week's worth of spices, a few doses of medicine. Measure trades, the compartments seal individually. Contents don't mix, organization maintained through rough handling. $1 weighs nothing, organizes everything small. I have different organizers for different kits. Fire kit, medical kit, seed kit, fishing kit. Total investment for dollars, organization level, professional. Number 10, spray bottles. $1 for an empty spray bottle, seemingly useless. What could possibly make this worth stockpiling? Water rationing. When water becomes precious, every drop matters. Pouring water wastes it. Spray bottles deliver precise amounts. Hand washing with spray bottle uses 90% less water than running tap or pouring from container. Spray, rub, spray, done, hands clean. Water conserved, surface cleaning, spray solution on counter, wipe. Fraction of water compared to wet rag method. Body hygiene, can't shower, spray bottle bath. Hit critical areas, wipe down, not perfect, functional, massively water efficient. Pest control, mix soap and water, spray on plants. Kills aphids and soft-bodied insects without chemicals. Cooking, spray oil on pans instead of pouring. Even coating, minimal waste. Medical, clean wounds with controlled spray. Precise application, no waste. Cooling, hot weather survival. Spray skin, evaporation cools, critical for preventing heat exhaustion. Plant care, indoor gardens need misting. Spray bottles deliver exactly that. The mechanism itself is valuable. After collapse, spray mechanisms become irreplaceable. Pumps, nozzles, tubes, all stop being manufactured. $1 for a precision liquid delivery system. Fill with different solutions for different purposes. Label clearly. I have 10 spray bottles, each designated for specific use. Total cost, $10. Water savings, immeasurable. Number 11, birthday candles. A box of birthday candles costs $1 at Dollar Tree. 24 tiny candles in a box. Most people see cake decoration. Preppers see 24 fire starters that burn for 10 minutes each. Birthday candles are pure paraffin wax in convenient form. They light easily, they burn slowly. They're waterproof, fire starting becomes foolproof. Like candle with match or lighter. Use candle flame to ignite kindling. Even wet kindling dries out under sustained candle flame. 10 minutes of burn time builds any fire. Light extension, 1 match lights candle. Candle burns 10 minutes, 10 minutes of flame from 1 match. Your match supply just multiplied. Wax collection. Birthday candles are pure wax, melt them. Combine with cotton balls for fire starters, use for waterproofing, use for candle making, emergency illumination. Tiny light, but light nonetheless. Navigate dark rooms, find supplies, better than nothing, heat source. Multiple candles under a terracotta pot creates a ceramic heater, not much heat, enough to warm hands. Enough to take edge off cold room, signaling, visible flame at night, mark locations, signal distress. 24 candles, $1, fits in a pocket, weighs almost nothing compared to survival candles sold online for $15 each. Birthday candles do the same job. $1 versus $15, I buy every box they have. The cashier thinks I throw lots of parties. I'm planning for a different kind of event. Number 12, rubber bands, $1 for a bag of assorted rubber bands, different sizes, different strengths. The most overlooked prep at Dollar Tree, rubber has value we discussed with bicycle tubes. Rubber bands are rubber in ready-to-use form. Gear organization, bundle items together, keep things from shifting. Wrap around containers to mark contents, waterproofing assist. Rubber band holds plastic bag around items. Secure seal, slingshot construction, large rubber bands provide power. Not as much as surgical tubing, enough for small game. Enough for deterrent, grip enhancement, wrap around jar lids for opening stuck containers. Wrap around tool handles for grip, tourniquet component. Combined with stick, creates twisting tourniquet, improvised but functional. Trap construction, rubber bands store energy. Simple traps for mice and small pests, fire starting, rubber burns hot. Emergency tinder when nothing else ignites, splinting, secure splint to limb. Adjustable pressure, reloading, hold items in place during cartridge reloading. Specific but important for shooters. Here's what matters most, rubber degrades. After years in storage, rubber bands become brittle and useless. After collapse, no new rubber bands get manufactured. Current supply is the entire supply. $1 for a bag that handles dozens of applications. Stored cool and dark, rubber bands last 3 to 5 years. I rotate stock, new bags in, old bags used. Maintaining supply of something nobody else is considering. That's the prep advantage. 12 items, $12, more survival capability than people spending thousands. Super glue for wounds and repairs, reading glasses for vision and fire. Cotton balls for tinder, petroleum jelly for everything. Dental floss for cordage, solar lights for renewable illumination. Zip ties for permanent fastening, bungee cords for flexible securing. Pill organizers for small item storage. Spray bottles for water conservation. Birthday candles for fire starting, rubber bands for grip and tension. None of this is tactical, none of it looks impressive. Nobody's filming Dollar Tree hauls for YouTube clout. But when the grid fails, when supply chains snap, when stores empty and factories close, these 12 items solve problems that expensive gear can't touch. The guy with the $300 knife can't close wounds, I can. The guy with the $500 pack can't make renewable lights, I can. The guy with thousands in tactical gear can't start fire from sunlight. I can. $12, 12 items, 12 capabilities they don't have. This is the secret preppers don't share. The best preps aren't expensive, they're hidden in plain sight, disguised as cheap junk in stores everyone ignores. Dollar Tree is a survival supply warehouse. You just have to know what you're looking at. Now you know, $20, one trip, survival capability that rivals anyone's. What's your excuse for not going today?